How much of an airhead are you there? After all this work trying to get you to notice that your husband has been cheating on you, yet you still are not noticing a bit of it. Are you a failure of a woman or something?
Who is it that I'm speaking to right now? I believe that you have the wrong person right now.
I do have the right person, though. I have been going out with your husband for the past year now. And today, I wanted to talk with you, his wife, about it, and tell you what's been going on.
You're telling me that for a year now you've been with my husband?
If that's your response, then you really had no clue about it, did you? Hadn't you noticed a year ago that your husband was having to work a lot more? And more recently, he's been having to take a lot of business trips and such, right? Well, all of that was a lie. He was lying to you about that, calling it all work when he was really coming over to my house.
Excuse me?
This is it. This right here. This is the kind of reaction that I was wanting to get out of you.
Can you tell me what the hell your plan is here, though? For a woman who says she's been with my husband this whole time, to come out and say all of that with such confidence.
Well, this is the most entertaining way for me to get the news across to you. And seeing how long it would take for you to figure things out, or rather not figure things out, at all about us was also a thrill. Yet for some reason, you really didn't notice a single thing about what your husband and I had been doing, which got really boring really quickly. Having to love a man when the thrills started to really die out wasn't fun for me at all, you know? And that's why this time I decided it was time to tell you.
Huh?
I had been purposefully dropping an earring or two in his car, as well as things like some cosmetics of mine. And I made sure that he didn't do anything to try and hide all those things from you, yet you still weren't catching on. I wanted to date your husband having the knowledge that his wife knew about it the whole time.
I see. You have the type of character that I don't seem to understand one bit.
So, how are you feeling now after that news flash, huh? You must be pretty sad to hear that the husband you love so much was cheating on you, right? Or are you heartbroken right now being a woman whose husband wanted to cheat on her? Could you be as pale as a ghost right now because of the panic I've induced?
About how I'm feeling. All I can say is I'm tired of having to listen to someone like you right now.
Huh?
I feel sorry for the man who thought it was a good idea to date such a childish woman as yourself. If he was going to cheat, at least do it with a smarter and more mature woman than you. If you really enjoy things that give you a thrill, maybe do something more invigorating like a bungee jump or skydiving. I think those things will bring you a lot more excitement without having to pay as much for them.
Huh?
And by the way, having to lay your hands on another woman's man to feel a thrill is a bit sad. Aren't you a bit exhausted after all that time you spent having to be with another woman's man? It's like you have some kind of sickness if that's the kind of route you were willing to take for joy. I'd hurry up and see a doctor about that mental problem you have. Actually, one of my close friends happens to be a therapist. If you'd like me to, I can introduce you to her and see what she can do to help.
Well, what the hell is all this? What's wrong with you? You were just told about how your husband has been cheating on you with me this whole time. There's no way you should be trying to console me over all of this now. How can you be so calm at a time like this anyway? And what makes you think you can make fun of my mental health like that?
I was never making fun of your mental health. I just happen to be a bit worried about the kind of person you are. I really do believe that you should be taking that issue you have seriously and see someone about it immediately.
I am not going to be treated like some sick person. What the actual hell is this? This isn't the kind of reaction I thought I'd be getting from you at all. I wanted to see you crying over this or getting all worked up over what I had to tell you. But now I'm the one feeling all worked up and disgusted by the kind of person you are.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sorry about that. But I'm not really into hobbies like cheating on other people and making others upset. You came out trying to have another thrilling time, but ended up feeling sick now.
Shut the hell up, you loser. I'm sure you're just trying to act tough right now is all, which is pretty sad of you considering you just heard that your husband was cheating on you for a year now. I am not going to let you have a fun time with me now that you're supposed to be the loser here. I'm going to make you pay for this one now, you asshole.
Long time since we last talked, Brooklyn. I have something I've been wanting to ask you, actually. Do you have a moment to talk with me right now?
Oh, hey, Clifford. Been a while, hasn't it? I think the last time we actually were talking to one another was last year, right?
It's been a long time, it seems, right? But I guess that was just a little over a year ago now, back when we had the memorial for my brother. I can't believe it's been 3 years since he passed away now.
Right. Time has really flown by on us, hasn't it? So anyway, what was it you wanted to talk about?
Actually, I was wondering if there's any money left over from my brother still. I think there is, and I wanted to know if you'd be all right with giving us half of that money.
What?
It's been 3 years now since he passed away, right? But you have still not gone out and found a job for yourself. That has to mean he left behind enough money to support you for 3 years, and that there must be a bunch more remaining, right? Considering he was my older brother, I'm sure he put in a lot of money making sure he had the best life insurance on himself, right?
Why exactly do you want half of the money he left behind for me? Are you in a bit of financial trouble or something?
That's right. Right now I'm in a very serious pickle when it comes to money. There are 3 kids now in my family, right? As they continue to grow older and older, they require for me to have more money. And that's led to our family finances being pretty rough. Considering the current recession we're going through, both my wife's and my income has gone down as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is why I kinda wanted to ask if you could help us out a little. Before my brother went and passed away in that car accident, he was always spoiling my kids. If you were to give us some of that money for his cute little nieces and nephews, I'm sure he'd be okay with it. If anything, he probably wants you using some of that money on them.
I'm sure. I mean, him and I never got around to having any kids of our own either. Because of that, he was always spoiling your 3 kids.
So, from now on, how about you send us $3,000 a month? I would hate to have you give us half of whatever you have left from him in one go, so if you could start sending us little by little every month, that would be great.
Hold on a second. You need $3,000 a month from me?
I'm sure you don't know about this, but kids take up a lot of the family finances. You're not struggling at all right now and have all that money from my brother, so why not, right?
I understand that I have some money left from him, but it's not as much as you think. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help you out much.
What did you say?
The money he left me after that accident was something very important to me, and so I've planned to use it sparingly over the next decade or so. Another thing about me is I'm actually working from home right now, so I was never living without a job playing with his money all the time like you might have thought.
Are you kidding me? I was sure you still had around $500,000 or so from him. But you know what? If you're working right now, then you don't need his money at all, right? You should actually be giving me all of it, please.
What?
You should be more than capable of handling yourself with your own income, right? That means you have no reason to hang on to all of his money anymore. Don't you think you should be giving it to those in need?
Not at all. Why would you ever say something like that about what he's left me?
Am I really being that mean? Actually, I'm saying this partially for your sake as well.
What does that mean?
Well, as long as you hang on to his money, you're never gonna forget about him, right? You're still young, Brooklyn, so you need to move on and find yourself a new man. So in order to get you to do that, we can take that money from my brother off of you and use it up.
Stop saying things like that. I don't plan to ever get remarried, Clifford. I want to hang on to his memory he left for me and think about him for the rest of my life. I'm sorry, but you need to stop asking for it now.
What?
If you really need some help with your financial situation, I have a good friend that could give you some assistance there. Would you like me to get you guys in touch so that you can talk about how to fix the slump you're in?
I don't need to go through something as irritating as that. What the hell? I came here asking all politely and everything. You can't just keep all of his money to yourself like that.
How's it going? I'm sure that picture I sent to you just there has shocked your socks off, right?
I can't believe you'd send someone a picture of you on top of someone's husband having sex like this. This is the kind of picture that someone could use to get a very heavy settlement from you, all right? I can't believe you'd really do that to yourself.
If I knew it would be enough to allow you to get a settlement from me, I wouldn't have taken your husband in the first place. I just want to see what your face looks like as you're freaking out is all.
There's no reason for you to be wanting to see something like that from me, though.
You're really annoying when you try and act all level-headed like that, you know. That's why I said before that I was going to make you suffer one way or another. I bet that this time I've gotten on your nerve for sure, right? Seeing that husband that you've loved for so long letting me take him for a spin. I bet you're never going to be able to see him the same way again, right?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Huh?
Actually, I've been taking a really good look at this picture of you two. I never thought I'd see a man look so displeased with having a woman doing cowgirl on him. And for some reason, you're also looking like you're not enjoying it.
Huh? Stop trying to act like a tough guy here. Just suck it up and tell me right now how much it hurts to see your husband doing another woman. Start crying your eyes out right now and tell me how much it kills to see a picture of us two together.
I'm not acting like a tough guy, though. If anything, I'm feeling even more fed up with you as a person. It really makes me worry for mankind when there are people like you who don't care about the risk anymore and only want to see others hurt.
Excuse me?
Are you aware that if I held that picture as evidence and where to get a settlement from you, it could be for as much as $100,000? Did you really prepare for something like a settlement, all just to watch me cry a little? Actually, are seeing my tears and hearing me cry worth $100,000 to you? If that's how much my tears go for, I'm happy to hear that. I will try my best to start shedding some tears here, so let's start with $5,000 a tear, all right?
How dare you try and use this as a way to make money? Do you really call yourself his wife by doing that? What makes you think you can just sit there and take all of this when the woman your husband has been cheating on you with is actively making fun of you? I want you to start crying and begging me to stop right now.
You see, the thing is, my husband has been dead for 3 years now.
What?
So you can ask me to cry all you want, but I'm not going to be crying because I'm hurt. I'll be crying to make some of that sweat money you're going to give. And by the way, the man in that picture isn't my husband, so I'm really not sure what I should be getting upset about here.
Oh, what? Are you not Clifford's wife? But when he looked at his phone, he had you there, and behind your name in parentheses was the word wife.
So that's how Clifford has my name put down in his phone. Well, I happen to be his sister-in-law. In other words, I'm his older brother's wife.
What?
So, just to be sure, I'll say this one more time. I'm not his wife. You have had the wrong person this whole time, like I'd said at the start.
What?
But now, you have me thinking about how he's been cheating on his wife this whole time. I never thought the day would come where I'm seeing my brother-in-law completely naked having sex with a stranger. Now it's going to be a lot harder for me to look at him as family. I don't think the image of his small penis is ever going to be leaving my head.
You're joking. Why did I make this mistake? I assumed that you were his wife this whole time.
Hey, don't worry, all right? I promise to go ahead and tell his wife next for you.
What?
I wouldn't want you to have to go through that whole performance you've done with me again. So I'll let her know that you've been with her husband and show her this very interesting picture as well. I'll make sure to tell her who you are as well. And I'll introduce her to a really good lawyer that I know as well for you.
Huh? Wait a second, please. Why would you be showing her to a lawyer, you know? Don't do anything unnecessary right now.
Did you know that Clifford's wife is a really close friend of mine? When my husband passed away, she was the one who stood closest to me, making sure everything was fine in my life. And that is why I'm not going to let you off the hook here. If you're going to go through all of that in order to make Clifford's wife feel bad, then at least be prepared for all the outcomes as well.
No way.
And now that you've got me involved in all of this due to your own mistakes, you're going to have to pay for that. Anywho, thank you for all this wonderful evidence.
Why did you tell my wife about me cheating on her? You could have just let that all go. How dare you do something so needless to me?
You were the one doing something so needless though, right? And you have a wonderful wife with you who went and gave you 3 beautiful children. Yet you still went and cheated on her and your family.
Shut the hell up already. I was just cheating on her to have some fun. I never did it in order to ruin the family I had back at home.
But then, why was your girlfriend trying so very hard to destroy the family you say you love for you? I get that she mistook me for your wife, but she came at me wanting to create chaos.
I didn't think she was going to be such a pain in the ass for me down the road. God damn it. Why did things have to come to this? My wife is wanting to divorce me now, and she's going to take all 3 of my kids away.
That's what happens when you play stupid games. And it was you making her have to take care of all 3 of them by herself anyway, since you wanted to spend more time with your girlfriend.
Please help me out here. If you let your brother-in-law and his wife get a divorce, I'm sure that my brother up in heaven would be devastated, right? Can you please go and set my wife straight for me?
I'm sorry, but I already told her to get the divorce as quickly as possible.
Are you freaking kidding me? It's all because you went and opened your mouth to my wife that this is happening. Your 3 nephews that your husband spoiled are all going to lose their father now. Do you think it's okay to let that happen? If you're really my brother's wife, then you help me. You freaking help me. You help your husband's cherished little brother get out of this mess.
No. My husband cherished you so much, and that is why I won't allow his name to be associated with what you've become any longer. I'm sure if he was still around now, he would be in tears, learning about how his little brother became this thoughtless, cheating heathen. So I'm going to do what he would do, and make sure you take absolute responsibility for what you've done. I don't want you to become someone who will put shame on my husband's name.
No way!
Make sure you pay that settlement and child support to your wife, all right? That's all you're able to do now.
Shut your goddamn mouth, bitch! I'm being asked to pay a settlement of close to $50,000 right now, and then I'll have to pay child support for 3 kids? That's around $1,000 each every month! If this has to happen to me, then you're gonna pay for it all with the money my brother left behind!
You sure?
This all happened because you opened your damn mouth, right? That means this is all your fault!
Not true at all. The one who's to blame for that is your retarded girlfriend who couldn't keep her mouth shut about your relationship. And if you want to know who was to blame for all of this in the first place, that would be you. The one who went and cheated on his wife and 3 kids. So screw off with that attitude towards me right now. I'm done here. If you even dare come back to me with more of your crap, I'm going to make you pay me a settlement as well.
This couldn't get any worse for me. Clifford doesn't even have a penny to his name right now. I was fooled by that asshole. I thought that Clifford would be a lot better than this. He was always taking me to those really expensive restaurants and dates and everything. And whenever it was a special event, he'd gift me with such fancy presents. He told me himself that he had enough money to take care of me with. But now he's telling me he has nothing in his savings and that I need to pay for a settlement to his wife as well. He's trying to make me pay for everything.
Really? He's not even able to pay that settlement?
He told me that all of his money is having to go to his wife in the divorce, thanks to his 3 kids he never told me about either, which means he doesn't have any money to pay the settlement now. Which doesn't even make sense when I told him I had all this debt, which he said he'd be able to pay off for me.
You're in debt? Then that would mean he wanted that money I received from his brother to help you pay that all off.
Wait, what?
A little while back, he came to me begging me for the money my deceased husband left me with. He told me that his finances back home were not great and asked me to support him. But then I went and spoke with his wife about it. She said they were totally fine financially and that he was just trying to scam me. They are both working anyway, and his wife is pulling in over $100,000 a year.
What? His wife is making that kind of money each year.
Which is why she said they didn't need the help. I'm sure now that Clifford just wanted it to help with your debt and pay for more dates. And based on the current recession, his income has taken a bit of a hit, but not his wife's income.
No freaking way. His income is in trouble now too?
Yeah, that's what his wife told me. She gave him some advice to change jobs and such, but he just kept fighting her over it, thinking that she had no place to talk down to him about his job. Even though she wasn't. Which is really sad to think about now because during that time, he probably was always yelling back at her because he was cheating.
No way! I really thought that he was working for this super large company making a lot of money there. He always told me he was making a lot every month and that he had hundreds of thousands in his savings. That's why I was serious about stealing him from his wife and didn't mind things like a settlement and such.
Well, to him, he was just into you for the fun of it.
No, I can't believe the man that told me he had so much money and loved me was lying. And to think he wanted to use his dead brother's money to cheat. He really is a pile of crap. Even someone like myself is shocked to hear that now.
But hey, can you make sure not to throw him away now? To me, I think you both are meant for one another, belonging to the same dump and all. You would make for a great couple.
Huh?
So now that you've had this little chat, good luck with your boyfriend. Please make sure to support one another and to both take responsibility for all the trouble you've both caused. Now that will be all from me. Goodbye. In the end, both Clifford and Angela were asked to pay off their settlements in one lump payment, which they did. Thanks to the help of Angela's parents who lended her the money, they no longer had to worry about the settlements themselves, but her parents told Clifford that in return he was to marry their daughter, and both of their horrible selves would have to work together to pay them back. And just like that, they were both forced to get married to one another by her parents the very next day. And as of right now, they are both working on paying all of that money they borrowed back to Angela's parents, while giving the rest to Clifford's ex-wife for their children. As for his ex-wife, she happened to always be really close with his parents, and so after the divorce, she would move in with them, bringing along her 3 kids. Both of the in-laws have been doing what they can to help out with her and their 3 grandkids, while also letting her continue to work. And as for myself, living close to them, I'm always able to head to their house anytime to meet with those 3 nephews of mine, who really do remind me of my husband. As a widowed woman, I really am thankful for all the support my late husband's parents and my sister-in-law have given me.
Olivia, are you there? I really need to talk to you. It's about those documents. You know that today is the last day to submit them, right? I just wanted to let you know that we still haven't gotten them. Oh, well, I'm so sorry about this, but I'm actually not at work right now. In fact, I'm done for the day. Excuse me? What do you mean that you're done for the day? I mean that I have plans tonight. I'm going to go on a big group date, so I'm not going to be kept at work doing overtime. If you want those documents so badly, I recommend that you take care of them yourself. All the files you need should be on my work computer. Olivia, please, how many times have you done this exact thing that you're doing right now? I'm really glad that you have all these plans to do all these fun things, but you need to take care of work. And this year, you've been just awful about taking care of deadlines. Do you realize that? Oh, come on. You have to know that it's not like I'm not trying. I'm giving it my all. I really am. But it's not my fault if the deadlines are too strict and I can't meet them on time. You say that, but we asked for this paperwork from you over a month ago. You have had plenty of time to work on it and get it done, and you haven't. I understand and appreciate that you're working hard, but you have to do better. Okay, fine then, but if you're going to be that way, then that means that you can't use those excuses either. I mean, you're also always going on about how hard you tried to get something done when you failed to meet a deadline or something like that, so if I can't use it, then neither can you. I'm sorry, but I really don't know what you're talking about at all. Let's just get something straight here. You're going to be turning 38 this year, right? And isn't it true that you don't even have a boyfriend? I'm just saying that if you're not even in a relationship, then you certainly shouldn't be able to use that excuse, okay? That literally doesn't even make sense. How does one have anything to do with the other? But since you have all this free time to be going on dates, how about coming back to the office and finishing up your work? If it isn't done today, then you are going to be in trouble, so I recommend coming back and handling this. You mean you're really going to try and force me to miss out on a big date night for work? No way, that's totally unfair. Well, I understand that you're upset, but you did this to yourself. Maybe you should have been more on top of work if you didn't want this to happen, but if you come back now, you might still be able to make it on time. This is just like you. Of course you would try and ruin all the fun that someone younger than you is trying to have. You're just jealous of me because I'm going to go on a date and you're going to be stuck at the office all night. Don't you get how that makes you nothing more than a bully? And just how in the world do you figure that makes sense, huh? Because you are literally trying to keep me from going on a date right now. You're just trying to abuse your position in the company to carry out this horrible grudge you have against me. But don't think that just because you've worked here longer than me, that you can treat me like this. I have rights too, and I'm not afraid to take this to HR. Now hold on for just one single second. I am not bullying at all. How can you even suggest that? All I am asking you to do is come back here and finish the work that you were supposed to have done by today. And miss my big group date tonight? I don't think so. I'll have you know that the men who are going to be showing up today are doctors and lawyers and people who work in town hall. So if you think that I'm going to let you ruin my chances of striking in with some rich guy, then you've got another thing coming. I am going to my group date tonight, and there is nothing that you can do to stop me. Got it? Are you really sure that you want to do this, Olivia? And why can't you do this for me? It's not like you even have anyone waiting at home for you. You're just a lonely old woman. So how about you take care of that overtime for me? In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my youth and do my best to attract a young and rich doctor or lawyer to marry me. Olivia, just hold on right there. I mean, you are taking this whole thing a bit too far. Your language towards me is unacceptable. I am your supervisor, and you are not allowed to talk to me like this. There you go. The truth comes out. You're my supervisor, so you think you can use me to just get out of work whenever you want. But I have friends in the office. After all, you have your supervisor too, and I know just how to work men like him. Sure, he may be fat and bald, but at least I know that I can use him to trump anything you try and make me do. You really think that you're going to get away with acting like this? You think this is appropriate at all? I don't care what you have to say, but I'm about to get on the subway and I won't be able to message you. So why don't you just leave me alone? Besides, it sounds to me like you should have plenty of work at the office to keep you busy.
Hey Liz, you hear the big news? Your brother is finally getting married. The wedding is going to be at the end of next month, so go ahead and ask for the time off from work now.
You're getting married at the end of next month? But where did all of this come from? This is all so sudden. I mean, I didn't even know that you were dating someone.
I knew that you'd be surprised when I told you about this. But I have to say, of everyone involved, I'm still probably the most surprised about all of this.
And just what do you mean by that, Ian? Why would you be the most surprised?
Well, probably because I only met the woman that I'm going to be marrying last month. We started texts and dating a bit, and now she's pregnant, so, well, that's that pretty much.
Hold on a second. What did you say? You got someone pregnant?
Look, I know we're going through the traditional order of how these things normally go, but I'm going to be a man and accept my responsibility for my actions. So basically, we really haven't even been going out that long, but we're going to be getting married and already have reservations for late next month.
Wow. Well, I just really don't even know what to say. I mean, are you sure about this? It all just seems a bit sudden to be getting married.
I know, but my girlfriend says that she's fine with this and that this is actually how she would want things to go. Now, I know that you probably have a lot of thoughts about all of this, but I have a duty as a man and as a future father to be there for my girlfriend and future child. So anyways, I hope you can look past the circumstances and come to my wedding and help support me.
Ian, have you told Mom and Dad anything about this yet? I mean, do they know?
Yeah, I told him. Dad basically hit me in the gut right then and there, but he said that it was my life and that I was free to live it how I wanted. And he said that he'd rather I step up and be there than abandon someone I got pregnant.
Well, then I guess at least our parents and I are in agreement on that. Especially about it being your life. If this is what you want to do and you're sure about it, then I'm not going to say anything. And honestly, I think it takes a lot of guts to dedicate yourself like this after finding this out. So, of course I'll be there for your wedding.
Liz, thank you so much. You always have my back.
Well, of course. And now I have a really important wedding to look forward to. I can't wait to see you two dressed up walking down the aisle.
Yeah, my girl is just so pretty. I mean it. She is the cutest thing. Of course, she's not just looks. She's also really nice and an all-around super kind person.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you're really crazy about her, but that just makes me happier.
I don't think I've ever been this happy in my life. I could never see myself being married or having kids, but now that it's happening, it's like it was always meant to be. But I also really like that she'll do whatever I say.
Oh, I see. That seems a bit old-fashioned, I guess, but as long as it works for you two.
Well, it's just that women these days always want to try and be all tough and dominant, but my girl is just really shy. I mean, she blushes when shaking people's hands.
Ian, I'm not trying to be rude, and maybe we can just chalk this up to women's intuition, but do you think that someone who acts like that might actually just be pretending a little bit? I mean, if someone is really so submissive that they can hardly even shake someone's hand? I don't know. I guess it's just hard for me to understand how a girl like that could end up pregnant. Again, I'm really not trying to be rude about any of this, but I just don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, come on. You really don't think that your brother has any game? Girls are just attracted to men who can show that they're willing to put their money where their mouth is. Can you please just accept that this girl likes me for all of my charms?
Oh, right. I forgot how much of a narcissist you can be, to be honest.
Well, look, Liz, I get that you're worried for me, and I do appreciate the concern, but I think that this is a good thing, and that there's nothing to worry about. So anyways, I'm just so excited to get to introduce you to my fiancé at the wedding.
And what the heck is a grandma like you doing at my wedding, huh? Did someone invite you? Because I certainly don't remember adding your name to the guest list. Ugh, why are you even here? How about you just beat it and go home? If you really wanted me to go away, then you should have just told me from the start. You didn't have to dump out your glass of wine on me like you did. Well, I had to make sure that the message stuck and that you would never come around here again. Besides, I know you're only here to try and pick up men from my wedding, so it's my duty to get rid of little pests like you so the rest of the guests can enjoy the wedding in peace. Excuse me? Did you seriously just call me a pest? You have got some serious nerve. Well, it's what you are. You're a pest and I'm the exterminator keeping you out. I mean, really, you think just because you're my boss, you can invade my private life like this? You try and pretend like you're such a hard worker, concentrating on your job, but it's clear you've got boys on the mind like the rest of us. I really think that there has been some kind of mistake here. I mean, you don't actually think I'm here trying to flirt, do you? Of course you are. Why else would some lonely old lady such as yourself show up to her underling's wedding? Or did you just come here to ruin my wedding out of jealousy? Oh, come on, now you're just being ridiculous. I am not. The fact of the matter is that you're nothing but a tottering old lady who can't stand to see women younger than you being happy. That's why you're taking it upon yourself to try and sabotage my wedding. I had no idea that you were such a terrible person. But I am trying to tell you that I'm not doing any of what you're accusing me of, and frankly, I think that you're being very disrespectful. I mean, I'm not even that much older than you, and I'm not here at your wedding to try and pick up men. And just what is wrong with being single anyways, huh? None of what you're saying has anything to do with anything else. You really are just crazy. Do you know that? Ugh, you really have lost it. What is the matter with you? This is what I mean when you're just upset because someone younger than you is doing something that you were never able to do yourself. You're just like this because you saw me in my wedding dress and weren't able to keep your emotions in check. Are you kidding me right now? Please tell me that you're joking about this. I'm not joking, but if you want to stop being the butt of every single joke ever, then you should turn around and go home now. I just don't have room for a lonely old lady at my wedding, and if you don't leave right now, I am going to dump a bottle on your dress next. Oh, I'll go home, but you'll regret it. I can guarantee you that right now. Just go back home, all right? We don't want you here, and nobody even invited you to my wedding in the first place. Why don't you just turn around and go to the office where you belong? I'm sure there's plenty of work waiting for you. I still have plenty of paperwork sitting on my desk and in my computer if you want to go and do it for me. Well, okay then. I'll go home, but you'll have to tell your husband why his sister isn't at the wedding. And you'll have to tell him that I went home because you poured your wine on me. Then you might want to go to work and see what I'll have ready for you there. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Are you saying that you're Ian's little sister? But I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. I know that your wedding was thrown together so quickly, so you never got to meet the rest of my family. So I suppose I should take this chance to fill you in on just whose family you're marrying into. But yes, I am Ian's older sister, if you must know. Wait, no, this has to be some kind of a joke. Please tell me this isn't happening. There's no way you're actually Ian's sister. Well, I am, and he told me all about his last-minute engagement to some mystery woman. But either way, I was really looking forward to this. I was so happy that my little brother was finally getting married. Although when I heard him describe his fiancée as a submissive little waif, I just knew that something was up. What is that supposed to mean? What would be up? Why would you say something like that? Come on, I know that you think I'm old, but I still know the usual tricks. But you must be a really good actress to have fooled Ian like that. Does he know that you're flirting with at least 5 different guys from the office? I don't think that's the kind of behavior that a submissive woman would do. Wait, no, hold on a second. I think that there's been some kind of a misunderstanding here. Well, you can say whatever you'd like, but I'm going to do as you told me and just go home. Of course, you'll have to explain to everyone at the wedding why the groom's older sister isn't there. But anyways, I'm going to head to the office like you suggested. Hold on, no, don't go home, please. Don't do anything crazy, I'm begging you. Do anything crazy? What could you possibly be talking about? I'm only doing as you told me. If anyone was acting crazily, it was you, Olivia. I mean, have you already forgotten that you poured wine all over my dress? But, I mean, oh, that's not fair. I had no idea who you were. I didn't know that you were Ian's sister. He told me that his sister was a bit older than him, but... I mean, I still had no way to know that it was you. This is all your fault for not making this clearer to me sooner. Excuse me? Please tell me that you're not being serious about that. Of course I am. This is all your fault. You're just trying to ruin everything because you're single. And you're upset because you don't have a boyfriend and you're not married, and that's why I got rid of you. None of this is my fault. It can't be. Everything that led up to me pouring the wine on your dress was all your fault. You can't blame me for this. I am so sick and tired of these lame excuses. Do you really think that you're justified in acting the way you did because of that? And you're about to have a child? I'm sorry, but I really don't think that you're suited to motherhood at all. So you'll just have to tell Ian that it's all your fault that his sister isn't going to be at his wedding.
Hey, Liz, I just wanted to apologize for today. I'll pay for all the damage to your dress, of course.
Oh, you don't need to worry about it. I'm sorry for leaving the way I did. But I heard that the wedding ended up being canceled.
Yeah. I mean, after I heard what Olivia did to you, I just couldn't go through with marrying her. She was much more different than I thought. So I'm just glad that we avoided getting married at all.
So then you're not even going to have the civil ceremony?
Well, I think I'm still gonna do that. I mean, she is pregnant and all.
Well, hold on a second. Maybe you should hold off on that for just a little bit.
What do you mean? Do you think you know something that I don't?
I just... well, maybe we'll talk about this in person tomorrow. Hey there, Olivia. I heard that your wedding fell through. It did. It was all your fault. You ruined my wedding. If you hadn't gone home, then this would have never happened. I can't believe that you're still acting like this towards me. Oh, shut up. Don't think this means that I've given up on your brother. You know that I'm pregnant with his baby, right? So even if there's no wedding, we'll still get married. Yes, Ian told me a bit about that. I told him he was being very mature. So what I want to know is if the child you're carrying is really my brother's at all. How rude of you. Of course it's Ian's baby. How could you even ask me something like that? What is the matter with you? Well, after I left the wedding, I went back to the office like I said I would, and I was doing a little bit of work. But then all of a sudden, I heard my boss shouting from his office. He somehow found out that you were going to be marrying my brother, and he begged me to put a stop to it. He told me he was sure that the baby was his. Wait, no, that can't be right. This is ridiculous. Well, he told me that he had proof of what he was saying, and he showed me lots of pictures of you going out together. But he said that he wasn't going to take any pictures. I have to say that I was really shocked. I mean, this is the guy you said was fat and bald, but at least you could manipulate him. Well, I guess he might have manipulated you into having his baby. Or maybe you were just trying to climb the company ladder? No, there has to be some kind of mistake. My baby is Ian's baby. You have to believe me. I've already taken the liberty of telling Ian all about this, so I think you're better off talking to him about this. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say on the matter, so take care. After that, Olivia called Ian and he refused to go forward with the marriage until a paternity test was taken. And that's how Ian found out that the father was, in fact, my boss. Then HR became involved and ended up letting the both of them go for their inappropriate office behavior. Ian officially called off all wedding plans and even demanded that Olivia pay the cancellation fees for her lying. Instead, my boss agreed to pay for Ian's wedding, and he ended up marrying Olivia instead. I have no idea how the two of them are doing now, and frankly, I don't really care. As for me, I was promoted to my old boss's position for always being such a diligent employee. After Olivia was let go, I went to HR to tell them about how I would always be picking up her slack and finishing work that she wasn't able to get done on time. They had no idea about any of that, but were very grateful for all the extra hours that I had put into the job. I also started dating someone, and things have been going very well ever since Olivia left my life.
We need to change the wedding date. Postpone it by exactly 1 month. Contact the venue right now.
Postpone? What do you mean?
Just hurry up and contact the venue. We're running out of time.
This is so sudden. I don't know what to do. We've already set the date and finalized the contract with the venue. What happened? I can't contact them without knowing the reason.
A major emergency came up. The date clashes with my family's annual trip.
Family trip? What family trip? You mean the annual trip your family takes?
Yeah, that's right. It overlaps with our big family reunion trip. I just told my parents about our wedding date, and they said we need to change it because of the trip.
And we're the ones who have to change?
They've already booked the accommodations. It'll be a waste to cancel, so we have to move our date.
I told you we should double check with both sets of parents before finalizing the venue. But you kept insisting it would be fine. You were too lazy to go to the venue multiple times, so you went ahead and signed the contract. And now look what's happened.
Shut up! A family trip is usually in summer. I didn't expect it to be in winter this year.
If that's the case, why don't you contact the venue to change the date? It's your family situation causing this.
I can't make such an embarrassing call. You do it. Contact them right now, got it?
I can't believe this. How am I supposed to explain this to the venue?
Just tell them something came up. It's not that hard.
It is hard. We signed a contract. There might be penalties for changing the date.
Then we'll pay the penalties. Just do it.
We'll pay? You mean I'll pay, right? Because you never want to take responsibility for anything.
Stop arguing, just make the call.
Fine, I'll call. But don't blame me if this ends up costing us a lot of money.
Whatever, just get it done.
I've called the venue. They said they're fully booked for the next 3 months. We can't postpone.
What? It's ridiculous. Tell them to make it work.
It doesn't work that way, James. They have other weddings booked.
Then what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe we should talk to your parents about changing their trip date?
No way! The family trip is sacred. We can't change that.
But we can change our wedding? How is that fair?
Life isn't fair. Deal with it.
I can't believe you're acting like this. This is our wedding we're talking about.
It's just a ceremony. We can do it any time.
It's not just a ceremony to me. I've been planning this for months.
Well, unplan it then.
You're unbelievable.
Sarah, you ruined our annual family trip. We had already chosen a place to stay.
I'm so sorry about this. I tried to postpone the wedding by a month, but the venue was fully booked. We ended up having to cancel your trip instead. I'm truly sorry.
Apologizing to me alone isn't enough. Everyone in the family was looking forward to this trip. You should apologize to all of them.
This is entirely our fault for not double checking. I'm really sorry. It's just that James told me the family trip was always in summer, so I thought a winter wedding would be fine.
Oh, so you're saying it's my fault for deciding on a winter trip this year? How dare you blame me, you ungrateful girl?
That's not what I meant at all.
We wanted to go to a hot spring resort this year. Winter is better than summer for enjoying hot springs. What's wrong with choosing winter? You're attacking me with your insolent attitude. I just wanted to create happy memories with my family.
I'm really sorry, but I'm not trying to blame you at all.
This is why I didn't want a daughter-in-law from a single-parent home. Ugh, I wish we could break off this engagement right now.
Excuse me?
I bet being poor single-parent family like yours never went on family trips. That's why you can't understand how important this is to us. For us, spending time together as a family once a year is normal. How dare you ruin our fun, you pauper?
Wait a minute. Where is this pauper talk coming from? Yes, I was raised by a single mother, but that doesn't make us poor.
Be quiet, you poor thing. This is why I was against this marriage from the start. Children from single-parent homes don't appreciate family values. And on top of that, you're just the worst.
What did you say?
A wedding can happen anytime, but you're forcing everyone looking forward to the family trip to give it up. What a terrible daughter-in-law you are.
I tried my best to postpone the wedding, but all the dates this year were already booked. We would have had to cancel and rebook, which would incur cancellation fees. I feel terrible about changing your family trip plans.
If cancellation fees are the problem, your parents should pay. This is all because of your selfishness. Your parents should take responsibility.
But the main cause of this is James. He's the one who went ahead and signed the contract with the venue without checking.
What excuse are you going to make next? You're trying to say you're not at fault at all, aren't you?
Of course, I share some blame for going along with him, but the primary cause is definitely James.
This is why children from poor single-parent homes are trouble. My son feels terrible about canceling the family trip. He was crying and apologizing to me, but look at your horrible attitude.
That's not true. I feel bad about this too.
You should be grateful to us for being considerate enough to give up our trip. Stop with your insolent attitude.
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much for your consideration. I'll do my best to make sure the wedding is enjoyable for everyone.
Hey Sarah, today's wedding is canceled. Tell the venue staff.
Canceled? What do you mean? What's going on? Did something happen?
We've decided to go on the family trip after all, so let's cancel today's wedding.
What are you talking about?
Our annual family trip was canceled because of us, remember? My parents have been depressed ever since. They keep saying we should be on the trip today. I couldn't bear to see them sad, so I decided we should go on the trip.
What? I understand feeling bad, but why does that mean canceling our wedding? If you want to go on a trip so badly, why not go tomorrow?
The hotel only had rooms available for today. When I called, they said all the cancellations opened up. It feels like fate, so we have to go.
So you're canceling our wedding for a family trip? You're choosing your family trip over me?
Of course! My relatives are important family too. Plus, my parents are overjoyed at the thought of going on the trip. If it means everyone's smiling, I don't mind canceling the wedding.
This can't be happening.
By the way, I didn't book a room for you. The available rooms were just enough for us, so I couldn't get one for you. You stay here and handle the cancellation procedures, alright?
What is this? My mother has been preparing since yesterday, and now it's canceled for this reason? You're insulting both me and my mother.
Shut up! If you keep complaining, you might as well cancel the whole marriage.
What did you say?
But you'd be in trouble if our marriage was called off, wouldn't you? A girl from a single-parent home isn't exactly in high demand as a wife. Without me, you'll be a spinster for life.
Stop it. How can you say such things? When we first started dating, you were so kind and wonderful. But as soon as you found out I was from a single-parent home, your attitude completely changed. I never imagined you held such terrible values.
Huh? It's not about values, it's facts. Most single-parent homes are poor. And kids with only one parent don't know family love. They're pitiful children. You should be grateful that my family and I were willing to accept someone like you.
What did you say?
Well, we're about to leave. The wedding with the poor girl from a broken home is canceled. I'll buy you a souvenir. Take care of the cancellation procedures, okay?
Oh, but there's no need to cancel the wedding plans. Yes, I'm glad I had the courage to cancel it earlier. If we had canceled on the day, it would have cost even more. I really wanted to see your surprised faces in person, but I guess that can't be helped. Enjoy your hot springs with everyone. We'll discuss dissolving our engagement when you get back, okay?
Wait a minute. What's going on with the wedding? We were supposed to get married today, weren't we?
Well, that was the plan a few months ago, but I've grown tired of marrying you. so I went ahead and canceled it on my own. I wanted to discuss ending our engagement today.
What are you talking about?
I got tired of being attacked every day. Your mother kept calling, telling me to be grateful that they accommodated our schedule. She even insulted my family background, and you didn't stop her. You joined in blaming me. Of course, I don't want to get married anymore.
How dare you cancel it on your own? Are you stupid?
You made the wedding contract on your own too, didn't you? So it's fair if I cancel it on my own. Let's call it even, shall we?
What?
You should be thanking me for canceling early. If we had canceled on the day, we'd have to pay 100% of the wedding cost. But because I canceled early, it was much cheaper. Make sure you thank me properly when you get back.
Don't be ridiculous. How can you expect gratitude after doing something so selfish?
The most selfish thing right now is what you're doing. Going on a family trip on your wedding day? If I hadn't canceled, can you imagine what would have happened? Just thinking about it makes me shudder. Oh, since we're at it, maybe I'll go to a nearby hot spring with my mother. It'll be nice to toast to the end of our engagement.
Wait, Sarah! Are you really planning to break up with me? This isn't a joke? You're really calling off the whole marriage?
Yes. I don't want to be with such a petty jerk anymore.
What did you say?
Besides, you should be happy we're breaking up. Your mother was secretly against our marriage anyway. She'll probably be the happiest about our breakup. You love making your family happy, don't you, James?
Oh, is that so? If you're going to act like this, then fine. Let's break up. Don't come crying back to me later. Even if you beg me to marry you later, it'll be too late.
Oh, I heard everything from James. So the whole marriage is off? You did well to cancel the venue in advance. I guess even an impertinent girl like you can do something right.
You're welcome. Thanks to this, I won't be wasting my life either. I'm sure I'll soon marry someone wonderful who's the complete opposite of James.
Ha! You'll never get married now. Such an insolent girl from a poor single-parent home. What a miserable life you'll have, all alone forever without a family or children.
I don't mind being alone. Marriage and children aren't everything in life. I have my job, a place to live, and enough money to get by. That's all I need. Fortunately, I'm highly valued at work. I earn more than James, so I'll enjoy my single life.
What? You earn more than my son?
Yes. I've been promoted faster in my career. My base salary is higher than his, and my sales performance is leagues ahead of his. If you include my bonuses, my annual income is several times his.
Wait a minute. You two work at the same company?
Huh? Didn't we talk about this normally? I met him at work.
Well, I heard that, but I thought you were just a temp worker.
I never said I was a temp worker.
But a girl from a single-parent home couldn't possibly be at the same level as my son in the company. So I thought you must have met him while working as a temp. To think you're actually working at the same company. And you're saying you earn more than him? How is that possible?
Maybe I'm just too excellent. Or maybe he's just too incompetent.
What did you say?
Well, my earnings don't matter now, do they? We're breaking up, so it's none of your business anymore.
No, it does matter. As frustrating as it is, you earn more than my son. That means if you became his wife, we could upgrade our future family trips. Let's call off the break-off.
What?
A wife's money is the family's money. If you get married, you'll be paying for our family trips every year from now on.
Who would agree to be your ATM? It's too late to change your tune now. I absolutely won't marry your idiot son.
How dare you be so insolent? This is why girls from poor, single-parent homes are so shameless. I'd like to see your parents' face.
Oh, but you see her face plenty. You get called into her office for warnings every day, don't you?
Huh?
You work part-time at the local supermarket chain, right? My mother was recently transferred there from head office. I heard she often calls you in because your work attitude is terrible. Did you forget your boss's face?
You're lying. That woman is your mother?
I heard there were too many part-timers with awful attendance, so my mother was moved there to improve the environment. But despite repeated warnings, there's been no improvement. I heard they might have to fire someone soon.
What?
If you get fired, you can go on family trips whenever you like.
No, wait. If I can't work part-time, I won't be able to give pocket money to my grandchildren. We won't be able to go on trips either.
Then give up and look for another part-time job. It seems impossible to keep working under my mother now.
This can't be happening.
Well, I'll be going now. Enjoy your hot springs trip.
Hey, Sarah. We were completely in the wrong. I'm sorry. Won't you marry me?
That's completely impossible. Please pay half of the cancellation fees. And separately, I'll be claiming compensation for all the insults and emotional blackmail. Please prepare for that as well.
Huh? You're claiming compensation?
Of course. You've said so many hurtful things, calling me poor, miserable, pitiful. I'm planning to hire a lawyer, so complain all you want.
Come on, don't say that. I'm sorry for getting carried away. I was just jealous of you. You keep getting promoted. Your sales performance is better than mine. It was frustrating to see the gap between us, so I couldn't help but act that way.
Uh-huh. What a childish and awful excuse. Thanks for giving me another reason to be glad we broke up.
Even after I apologized so much, you won't reconsider?
Your apology has no value, so no matter how much you apologize, it's useless.
No way.
From now on, please communicate through my lawyer. At work, treat me as just another colleague. Oh, but I guess I'm your superior now that I've been promoted. Please treat me as your boss from now on, okay? Thanks to the smooth handling by my lawyer, I was able to successfully cancel the marriage. James seemed to accept it and quickly paid the compensation. As for his mother and family, she was fired from her part-time job as soon as they returned from the trip. Apparently, she has been secretly pocketing money from the cash register. My mother presented evidence of embezzlement, resulting in immediate dismissal. They avoided police involvement by promising full repayment, but rumors spread quickly throughout the town. As a result, even when they went on trips, people would whisper, "I wonder if they're using the embezzled money for this trip." Eventually, I heard that their annual family trip tradition came to an end.
Sarah, I need to discuss something with you. We're struggling with living expenses this month. Could you help us out? I told you last time that would be the final time. I won't be providing any more support to my second son's family. Please try to manage on your own. Don't be so cold. This time it's really serious. It's the kid's birthday this month, and we can't even afford presents or cake. Excuse me? And the school is asking for additional activity fees. The children will be left out if we can't pay. You're always bringing up new expenses after I say no. Because they keep coming up. Do you want your grandchildren's birthdays to be miserable? You wouldn't want that, would you? So you'll help us, right? I feel for my grandchildren, but that's a separate issue. You should be able to celebrate your children's birthdays with your own means. Stop relying on my money. The kids are talking about their cousins' big parties last week. They looked so sad. Perhaps if you and Michael kept your jobs, you could afford such things. Come on, Sarah, don't be such a miser. You're living comfortably on your pension, and Thomas lives with you, so you're not struggling financially. Why won't you use your excess money to help family in need? If you were truly struggling, I would help, but in your case, you're just trying to take advantage of me. What did you say? Remember last month when you said you needed money for car repairs? Yes, and you refused to help then, too. I saw you at the mall the next day, shopping bags in hand. That was different. There was a sale. I won't help people like that. I heard from Aunt Mary that both you and Michael quit your jobs again. Well, the bonus was too small. You recommended those jobs, saying that they would be good, but the salary was low, the bonus was tiny. It's only natural to quit a company that doesn't motivate its employees. The company gave you both chances, despite your spotty work history. They even trained you. Training? They just made us do boring paperwork all day. You should be grateful to even get a bonus after only working 6 months. You two are really alike, no patience at all. You never keep a job long, that's why you have no money. Even relatives tried to help by finding you work, and you've made me lose face because of your behavior. Shut up! It's your fault for recommending such terrible companies. Either find us better paying jobs that suit our personalities or take responsibility and help us with living expenses. What unreasonable people you are. How can you say that after everything we've done for this family? What exactly have you done? Well, we visit during holidays, we bring the grandchildren. Only when you need something. That's not true. We came for New Year's, didn't we? Yes, and immediately asked for money for winter clothes. We're family, aren't we? Are you just going to ignore our situation? Let's talk about family then. When was the last time you visited without asking for money? That's not the point. You're changing the subject. I'm sorry, but I don't have that kind of flexibility anymore. If you're talking about family helping each other, why didn't you help us too? Please stop asking for support. Help you? With what? You have everything. Do I? Have you ever asked how we're doing? Huh? Why don't you have flexibility? You have your pension and Thomas's income. You're not struggling at all. That reliable Thomas had to take leave from work. What? Why would he do that? He's always working. He didn't have a choice. What do you mean? Is he being lazy like Michael? I don't want to spread this around, but Thomas was diagnosed with an illness. It's quite serious. He can't work because of the treatment. Really? That serious? Yes, it's serious and quite difficult. We don't even know how much the treatment will cost. Oh, but surely his insurance will cover it. Insurance doesn't cover everything. There are many extra expenses. But still, you must have savings. So please leave us alone for a while. I need to prepare for his future treatment costs, so I can't help you. If anything, in the spirit of family helping each other, I'd like your help. Help? What kind of help? Even just emotional support would mean something. Visiting Thomas at the hospital. No way, that's impossible for us. We don't even have jobs or money. Money isn't everything, just being there. Hospitals are depressing, and the kids might get scared. I know that. That's why the best help you can give is to leave us alone. Please try to become independent. Take care now.
Mom, I've been thinking.
What is it, dear?
Mom, thinking of stopping the treatment.
What? Why are you suddenly saying this? You just started your hospital stay today.
I saw the cost estimates today. It's worse than we thought.
What do you mean?
The treatment costs are higher than I imagined. They're saying I might need treatments not covered by insurance, and I'm worried about the out-of-pocket expenses. I'm not sure all my savings will be enough.
Is that what's been bothering you all day?
I can't stop thinking about it. The numbers keep running through my head.
Oh, don't worry about that. If your savings aren't enough, I'll cover it. This is exactly when you should rely on your mother.
But Mom, your retirement.
Don't even think about that.
I can't do that. Your savings are for your retirement. I can't let you use them on me.
Listen to me, Thomas.
But Mom...
What are you talking about? I have no interest in a retirement where my son died because he couldn't get proper treatment. Money means nothing without you.
Mom...
Besides, there's something I haven't told you.
What is it?
You've been paying for living expenses while living with me. Thanks to that, I've saved quite a bit. It's only natural for me to use that money to repay you. Even if I use up my savings, I still have your father's insurance.
What? Dad's inheritance is still there.
Every penny of it.
But I thought you used that for house repairs last year.
That came from my regular savings. I never touched your father's money. It's practically untouched. Parents save more than their children realize, so Thomas, focus on getting treatment and beating this illness. That's the most cost-effective approach. A prolonged hospital stay would cost more in the long run.
You've been planning ahead all this time.
Of course, that's what parents do.
Well, I've been worrying about money.
That's enough of that kind of talk.
You're right, Mom. I guess being admitted to the hospital properly made me a bit depressed. I'll focus on the treatment and getting better.
That's my boy. How are you feeling now?
Better after talking with you. The nurses here are kind too.
Really, don't worry about money. Just focus on getting well. Rachel, what's happening out there? Oh, good. You're home. Wait a minute, Rachel. What's with all these boxes? Michael won't answer my calls. Please explain what's going on. Don't act surprised. You must have expected this. Expected what exactly? What's to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. We've sent over our moving boxes. Moving boxes? These are all yours? Of course. The kids' toys, our clothes, everything. You don't mean you're planning to live here? Obviously. Where else would we go? But why would you? Yes, when the eldest son dies, the second son becomes the heir, right? So this house will soon be ours. I heard he has 3 months to live after being hospitalized. We knew it was serious, but wow, it's really bad, isn't it? How dare you? What? Did I say something wrong? It's just common sense. What's bad is your head. What kind of person are you? Huh? Did I say something wrong? When the eldest son dies, the second son automatically inherits the family home, right? Stop talking as if Thomas is already dead. He's fighting hard with his treatment. This is incredibly disrespectful. Oh, please, don't be so sensitive. We're just being practical. But with only 3 months to live, treatment won't make any difference, will it? In situations like this, we need to act quickly before death occurs. Like they say, strike while the iron is hot. What? Besides, we've been looking at houses and the market is terrible. This is really lucky for us. The kids are getting bigger and we've been wanting a house. But there's no way we could afford to buy one. Even though this place is a bit old, it's quite spacious, so it'll work perfectly. Lucky? You call my son's illness lucky? Well, when you think about it practically. Practically? Yes, the timing couldn't be better. Our lease is almost up. You are truly disrespectful people, using a family member's illness to satisfy your own greed. Don't twist my words. I'm thinking of everyone's benefit here. Everyone's benefit? Of course. Think about it. You're getting older. This house is too big for you alone. I'm not alone. Thomas is here. Not for long, though, right? And then... Then what? How dare you say that? You'll be begging us to take over the house after Thomas dies anyway. We're coming this weekend, so make sure you're out of the house by then, Sarah. What? Why should I leave my own house? Oh, come on. You didn't think we'd want to live with you, did you? This is my home. Because I don't want to live with a mother-in-law. It's fine for Michael to inherit the house, but there's no way I'm living with you. We'll take the house, but you should go to a nursing home or something. A nursing home? Yes, there's a nice one just outside the city, very affordable. What? You selfishly want the house, but want me to leave? How self-centered can you be? Just so you know, this isn't just my decision. Michael agrees too. No way. Of course it's true. Want to know what he said? What did he say? When I said I didn't want to live with you, he completely agreed. Said he absolutely doesn't want to live with his nagging mother either. My own son said that? Yes, he said you're always comparing him to Thomas. You two are unbelievable. You haven't even visited Thomas since learning about his illness. Haven't shown any concern about his condition. All you care about is yourselves. How pathetic. Visiting sick people is depressing. Besides, what's the point? The point? Shut up, you old hag. You just need to quietly obey the future heirs. We're taking this house. After the eldest son dies, you can go to a nursing home. Well, say something. All right. I'll leave everything to you then. Really? Well, that was easier than I expected. Yes, you made your position quite clear. Pack your stuff quickly. You better be gone by the time we get there. Yes, I'll pack and leave immediately. But I've one condition. In exchange for leaving, promise me you'll never contact us again. Huh? You heard me clearly. What do you mean, never contact you? I'll leave this house as you wish. In exchange, never come to us with requests or favors again, and no more daily support. Preferably don't contact us at all. Are you saying you want to cut ties with us? Do I need to spell it out more clearly? But what about the grandchildren? Weren't you just saying how depressing it would be to visit us? Well, that's different. This is about inheritance. Simply put, yes. In exchange for leaving, I want you to cut ties with both Thomas and me. You can't be serious. I've never been more serious. That's totally fine with me. Actually, I am thrilled to cut ties with such a troublesome mother-in-law. Perfect. We understand each other. Finally, no more nagging about jobs and responsibility. Then we have a deal? Now, I can leave this house without regrets. I'll leave your boxes somewhere in the house. Thanks, we'll unpack ourselves. So just focus on getting out. How thoughtful of you. Just make sure you don't take anything that belongs to the house. Well, of course not. I wouldn't want to start my new life with any reminders. Sarah! Sarah, answer your phone! Hello? What's going on, Sarah? We came to move in with the whole family today, but suddenly real estate agents showed up. They're trying to force us out, saying they need to proceed with the sale. Rachel, didn't I tell you not to contact me after I left the house? How terrible of you to break our promise so quickly. Forget about that. This is an emergency. Is it? That doesn't matter right now. Explain what's going on. The real estate agents say they were hired by you, the owner. What is this all about? It's exactly as the agent said. I decided to sell the house for Thomas's treatment. When Thomas mentioned his treatment might cost more than expected, I thought it would be better to sell now rather than panic sell later. I decided to convert it to cash early. As you said, strike while the iron is hot. You're using my own words against me? They seemed so practical when you said them. But that doesn't answer my question at all. Why are you selling it arbitrarily? You gave this house to your son's second family. How can you just sell it? Given it? When exactly did that happen? When you agreed to leave. Oh, I never said I would give it to the second son's family. You told me to leave, so I'm leaving. I never once said I would give you the house. You misunderstood on your own, so stop getting angry about it. What? You seem surprised. Of course I'm surprised. This isn't what we agreed to. What exactly did we agree to? Please remind me. That you would leave. And I did leave. I never intended to give that house to you. You told me to leave, so I packed my bags and prepared to leave. And while preparing to leave, I also prepared to sell. Then why did you accept our belongings? Should I have left them in the rain? Don't act innocent. Well, that means nothing. You sent them on your own, and out of kindness, I let them stay. Just for the few days until the house sells, though. This is ridiculous. Cancel the sale immediately. This house should go to the second son's family. According to whom? According to tradition. According to family values. Well, family values? Like kicking out your mother-in-law? That's different. We need the space. It's just your own arbitrary decision. Besides, I won't listen to any more requests from you. That was also part of our agreement when I left. What agreement? What are you talking about? Don't pretend you don't remember. In exchange for leaving, you agreed never to contact us again or make requests. You agreed to that, didn't you? You seem to be having trouble with your memory. But... So please, stop being so selfish and don't interfere with the real estate agents. If you cause too much trouble, they'll call the police. Call the police? Yes, trespassing is a serious offense. But our things are still inside. The agents will give you reasonable time to collect them. I hope you find a nice house where your whole family can live together soon.
Mom, pick up your phone.
Yes?
This is cruel, Mom. Why are you being so cold only to us, your second son's family?
My goodness, I've always tried to treat my children equally.
No, you're too cold to us. We're in such a trouble and you won't help. After that, we got kicked out by the real estate agents and had to stay in a hotel. We're already broke. How are we supposed to handle this?
Did you call just to complain?
We're sleeping in a hotel, Mom. A hotel.
Well, that's not my concern. We've cut ties, so please stop contacting me.
Why are you so cold? Cutting ties just because we wanted the house is too harsh. Mom, you've always been like this. Always favoring my brother and being cold to me.
Always been like this? Give me an example.
Like when we were kids. Thomas always got better grades.
Because he studied harder.
You always gave him more attention.
Ugh, what nonsense are you talking about? I'll say it again. I have always raised both of you equally. I let you both go to the universities you wanted. When you failed your college entrance exam and needed an extra year, did I ever object? I supported you financially without complaint. How is that being cold?
Well,
Should we talk about your university years?
what about them?
Who paid for your repeated course fees when you failed classes?
That was...
And what about your wedding? When you asked for help, I gave exactly what you requested. And during your married life, too. How is any of that being a cold parent?
But brother is always by your side. You give him more support than us, don't you?
Excuse me?
It's obvious. Brother never married, still lives at home. Until he was hospitalized, he was living off your pension, right? Sure, each time you help us, it might be a larger amount. But overall, you must have given him more support to him.
You really believe that?
Of course! He never moved out, never had to pay rent.
That's just your baseless assumption. Actually, Thomas has never relied on me financially. On the contrary, he's been paying all the living expenses.
What? Really?
Not just the bills. He maintains the house, helps with groceries. He even gives me spending money, always thanking me for doing the housework. If anything, I'm the one depending on him. Meanwhile, you two want the house but refuse to live with me, making selfish demands. When you get kicked out, you play the victim, saying I'm being cold to you. You and your brother are complete opposites. You're selfish and greedy.
It's not fair. I have my own family to think about.
Yes, I can see how well you're thinking about them.
Shut up! Once Thomas dies, I'll be your only son. You only have to rely on us in your old age. If you keep being mean like this, we won't help you then.
Help me in my old age? Oh, like you've been helping now?
This is different. We're just going through a rough patch.
I was never counting on you two anyway. I have enough saved for retirement, and Thomas will get better with proper treatment. He won't disappear in 3 months, so I have nothing to fear.
What are you talking about?
Which part confuses you?
Huh? Wait, isn't brother terminal with 3 months to live? But I definitely heard he was given 3 months.
From whom? The doctors? Did you visit him in the hospital?
Well, no, but Rachel said...
That was only if he received no treatment at all. The treatment is expensive, but with proper surgery, he'll be fine. Thomas's illness is curable.
Really?
Yes, once he was properly admitted to the hospital and fully examined, they found the disease progression was slower than expected. He'll definitely recover, so don't worry. The doctors assured us too.
But Rachel said...
Perhaps if you'd visited your brother, you'd know the truth.
What? I won't be the only son? No way! What am I going to do? I thought for sure you'd come crawling to us after brother died, even if we were estranged. I thought everything would become mine.
Amazing. Simply amazing.
What?
Your brother is fighting for his life, and all you can think about is inheritance?
That's not what I meant.
That will absolutely never happen. More importantly, you should worry about your own health and your future life.
My health? What do you mean?
I received some documents for you from Aunt Mary. Apparently you had a health check before quitting your job. The results came in and the numbers are frighteningly high. I believe it says you need to go to the hospital immediately.
What? That kind of envelope is terrifying.
Perhaps now you understand how your brother felt.
But it's probably nothing serious.
Like Thomas's illness was nothing serious?
That's different. I feel fine.
Hopefully it's just a matter of detailed examination. Well, whatever happens, you'll have to handle it yourselves. Since we're estranged, it's none of my business.
Mom, you can't be serious.
Why not? Isn't this what you wanted?
You're kidding, right? Even if they find something seriously wrong with me, you won't help? Won't you help us with the money from selling the house?
But we've cut ties, remember?
That was Rachel's idea. I never agreed.
Oh? So you didn't agree when she said you didn't want to live with your nagging mother?
I was just angry.
No way.
Mom, please. What if something's serious?
Then you should start looking for a job with good health insurance.
But what about the treatment cost?
The house was old anyway, and I was thinking of moving somewhere new. Once Thomas recovers, we might move to a nice apartment. Well then, good luck with Rachel. You have children to protect after all. It's time you showed them what responsible parents look like. Michael's detailed examination revealed a large tumor. While surgery would resolve the issue, he was terrified, facing a serious illness for the first time. He sent tearful apologies, saying, "I never knew illnesses could be so frightening. What horrible things I said when my brother was hospitalized." However, since Thomas had already blocked the second son's family, the apologies never reached him. After surgery, both Michael and Rachel finally started seriously looking for jobs. They found work at a local supermarket and factory, respectively. For the first time in their adult lives, they held jobs for more than a year. The experience of illness had changed their perspective on life and responsibility. As for Thomas, his treatment is almost complete. The doctors are optimistic about his full recovery. Sarah is currently living in an apartment near the hospital to watch over Thomas, and once he's discharged, mother and son plan to support each other while living in a nice new apartment. They occasionally hear about Michael's family through relatives, but maintain their distance, having found peace in their quieter life together.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.